The Sandown Jump Finale takes place this Saturday, and the feature race is the Bet365 Gold Cup Handicap Chase. 3 miles for furlongs. Class 1. Nearly £100,000 to the winner. One of the most prestigious staying handicap chases of the entire season. Before we get into the selections, let me explain why the going is the single most important factor in this race on Saturday. The ground at Sandown is currently good with good to firm in places. Watering has been applied to maintain the surface. This is completely different to the heavy ground we saw at Ayr last week, and it changes everything about how this race will be run and which horses are suited. On faster ground, this race is not the attritional mudslog that many staying handicaps become. The emphasis shifts toward economical jumping, tactical speed, and the ability to hold position before the famous long climb to the finish at Sandown. Horses whose reputations are built entirely on soft and heavy ground are immediately less interesting. Younger progressive types with pace and jumping ability are significantly upgraded now. The pace map. Expect an honest to contested gallop. There are enough natural frontrunners in this field to ensure this is not a tactical affair. That setup favors horses who can travel and jump in the first half of the race and then stay strongly up the Sandown hill. The horses most suited to this pace and ground combination are the progressive types carrying manageable weights who can travel in midfield and pick off the leaders from the pond fence onwards. Hold-up horses who need a strong pace and soft ground to deliver their best are less appealing. Now let me look at the market before we get to the selections, because the market moves tell an important story. Montregard has been backed in from 12 to 1 into 9 to 1, meaningful support. Havaila has been backed from 7 to 1 into 6 to 1. Both of these horses have attracted money. On the other side, Panic Attack has drifted from 12 to 1 out to 20 to 1. Highland has drifted from 8 to 1 to 12 to 1. Resplendent Grey has drifted from 8 to 1 to 10 to 1. Salva has drifted from 14 to 1 to 16 to 1. The market is clearly rewarding progressive improving profiles and downgrading the more fashionable class horses. That is exactly the signal we look for when building our each-way shortlist. My number 1 selection. Montregard. Current price around 9 to 1. This is our best value bet in the race. Montregard is a 7-year-old carrying 10 stone 7. That combination of age and weight is exactly what the historical trends for this race favor. 7-year-olds carrying around 10 stone 7 to 11 stone have a remarkable record in the Gold Cup, and the market has consistently underestimated them when they have improving profiles. His recent form shows consistent improvement throughout the season. Trainer Tom Lacey has a 20% strike rate this season, which is strong. The market has moved him from 12 to 1 into 9 to 1, professional money has come. On good to firm ground he can travel rather than simply survive. In a race run at a proper pace he will be delivered late and keep finding up the Sandown hill. That is exactly the profile we want. The concern is class depth. He has to prove he can compete at this level. But that is already in the price, and that uncertainty is exactly why 9 to 1 still represents value. My second selection. Road to Home, Willie Mullins. Current price around 20 to 1. This is our best each-way value at a bigger price. Road to Home finished narrowly beaten in the Muir at Cheltenham, one of the strongest staying handicap chases at the festival. That form is outstanding and translates directly to a race like this. He carries 10 stone 12, a very manageable weight compared to Resplendent Grey on 11 stone 13 and Beauport on 12 stone. That weight advantage over the market fancies is significant. Over 3 miles for furlongs. Willie Mullins runners in valuable staying handicaps are never dismissed lightly. He knows exactly how to target these races. At 20 to 1 he is dramatically underpriced relative to his true chance. This is our each-way selection of the race. My third selection. Havaila. Gary Moore. Current price around 6 to 1. Havaila is the most likely winner in the race. He is a 7-year-old course and distance winner arriving off 2 consecutive wins. Right age, right weight, right trajectory, right stable, right ground. Trainer Gary Moore has a 31% strike rate at Sandown, outstanding. The Moore yard targets Sandown with their best horses at the right time. At 6 to 1 he is not a huge price, but course and distance form, progressive profile, and outstanding trainer statistics make him the standout win candidate. Win only rather than each way. At 6 to 1 the place return is less compelling. Now the horses I am actively avoiding. Resplendent Grey. He won this race last year, but previous Gold Cup winners have actually underperformed from a value perspective when returning to defend. He carries 11 stone 13 on quicker ground than he ideally wants. The market has drifted him from 8 to 1 out to 10 to 1. More likely than value. Leave Alone. Panic Attack. Drifted from 12 to 1 out to 20 to 1. The market is telling us something clearly. Older than the optimal profile for this race, and the drift confirms market unease. Hard to support when confidence is this low. Highland. Drifted from 8 to 1 to 12 to 1. Recent form is not convincing and the market drift says it all. Avoid. Salva. Classiest horse in the race, third in a Grade 1 at Aintree last time. The engine is there. But 6 years old, carrying 11 stone 13, and the trends for this race are firmly against that combination. A threat, but not a value bet. Beauport. Top weight of 12 stone on good to firm ground. Always a brutal assignment regardless of ability. Going update for Saturday, good to firm in places with watering. Ideal for our 3 selections. The dry forecast suggests conditions are unlikely to change significantly. Always check the going on race morning before placing any bet. My confirmed selections for the 2026 Bet365 Gold Cup. Number 1, Montregard at 9 to 1 each way. Best value bet. Progressive 7-year-old with ideal weight. Number 2, Road to Home at 20 to 1 each way. Outstanding each way value. Kim Muir form strongly franked and significantly underpriced. Number 3, Havaila at 6 to 1 win only. Most likely winner, course and distance winner with outstanding trainer statistics. Subscribe to Elite Stride Edge for our reaction video Saturday evening. I post every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Free Telegram group in the description, weekly analysis completely free. Good luck on Saturday. See you in the next video.